Hey yo, check 1, 2. Everybody in the place to be, rocking from the bottom to the TOP. This is Flavor Flav. Welcome to the Flavor Flav Show, the original podcast. Hey yo, guess what? Right now, next up on my stage, I'm so excited to bring it to my spot to make the spot hot. You know what I'm saying? One of my longtime homies, he's legendary. You know what I'm saying? For real. Let me tell you something. I just wanna say it like this. If you do for me, I'll do for you. Everybody, introducing my man, the one and only, the only one, Father MC. Father!
What's good, Mr. Boy?
What's up, Father?
Can't call it, man.
Yo, thank you for coming to my spot, man.
Anytime, man. You already know.
Thank you for, yo, everybody, Father MC in the place to be. And we rockin' from the bottom to the T.O.P. And can't nobody else do it like me. See? Hey, yo, thanks for coming to my spot, man. Word up. Yo, come on, have a seat, man. Have a seat, man. Let's politic. Father MC, G. Y'all need to know that, G. I'm getting ready to sit and talk with Father MC. Don't y'all go no place. G. Hey, yo, check 1, 2. Everybody in the place to be. I got my man, Father MC. Yo, Father! What's going on, family? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Welcome. I'm glad to be here, bro.
Thank you for coming by my spot, man. This is an honor, man. This is an honor. And not only that, but boy, is it a blessing.
Yeah.
To have you, man, sitting in my spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You are a legend.
Thank you. You are too, brother.
Huh?
You are too.
well, thanks to the people that made us who we are.
That's right. God bless.
Hey, yo, so check 1, 2. Let know, where's Father MC from, man? Where's Father MC from? How did Father MC get started? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine.
All right,
Drop the lyrics, baby.
I'm born in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
I got kicked out of Brooklyn.
By who?
The judge.
The judge kicked you out of Brooklyn for what?
I was bad as a youngster. But they kicked me out. Then Mom had to move to, her best friend was Miss Williams, Michael Williams from the Omar, The Wire.
Uh-huh.
And so she moved us from Brooklyn to Far Rockaway, to Queens.
To Far Rockaway?
Yeah, she moved us from Brooklyn to Far Rockaway, and then Far Rockaway was my jump off. It was everything, man. I mean, we lived in the suburbs, but I would always go to the projects.
Right.
So everyone thought I was like from the 40s, Edgemere, Redfern, Auburn, Ocean Village, Hamels. And that's just the places I used to go. Of course, I used to have chicks everywhere. So
yeah,
I used to go there and hang out. But Far Rockaway, man. Big up to Far Rockaway.
Hey, yo, you know what? I remember back in the days, man. I got family over in Rockaway too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back in the days we used to go over to the Playland.
Playland, yeah.
Rockaway
Beach 90.
Playland, yeah, man. That was one
right
of
next to Hamels.
Yeah, that was one of my most favorite spots, man.
You know something? I'm gonna bug you out. Me and my guys used to hit up Long Island, right? And we used to go to this club with Tommy Allen, God bless him, rest in peace. DJ Tommy Allen used to be DJing, and it was.
Is he a DJ that was from?
He was from Long Island. DJ Tommy Allen. I'm sure you know him.
But was he from Rockaway too?
No, he was from Long Island.
He DJed. You don't know where at in Long Island?
I want to say Freeport. But he DJ'd and he was DJing for BLS.
Okay.
And we all like you were already.
Is that like back in the days of like Ken Spiderweb and all of them?
Yes. But no, he actually he passed, but he was DJing for BLS for like 5 years ago, like something like that.
Okay.
But we all used to be in the same circle, but you was already made. Like you was out there. You and Public Enemy was gone. Y'all was through the roof. And Salt and Pepper used to hang. Salt, I used to always see Salt at the club.
Yeah.
And Pepper used to always be like, yo, what's up? Before I even was anything. And then I remember you came to me at the bar. I'll never forget this. And you say, yo, what's your name, kid? I said, Father, man, Father. They call me Father MC. You said, you Father MC? I said, yeah. You said, you going to be a star, man. You watch and see what I tell you. Next time I see you. And I said, yeah, right. This guy just tell whatever. Dude, at the end of the day, I go to Chung King. I get my deal. I go to Chung King.
Wow, Chung King.
Yeah, I recorded my album there, right? So I go in there, Jam Master Jay, God bless him. He laying on the couch. And I had my video, Ralph McDaniels.
I miss Jay too, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I play my video because they wanted to see it.
Right.
And Jam Master Jay, all I remember him laying on the couch and he just didn't say nothing. He just looked. And he said, yo, Shorty, play that again. So they played it again. And he just said, when I was leaving, he said, yo, you going to be a star. He said, you really know how to rap.
Jam Master Jay said the same thing I said to you.
Yeah, exactly. And Dana, Queen Latifah, I got to give it to her too. She told me, she said, when she heard Treat Him, she was like, that boy can rap for real. Like, and I was like, wow, like, you know, and just to get the blessings from y'all, y'all really don't know what y'all did to me, because at the end of the day, that gave me more ammunition to go back to the lab and just get it. But the thing of it is, what I did, I'm going to tell y'all the little secret, how I got in, because everybody think it's such a hard thing. What I did was I looked at the record covers, and I looked at everywhere y'all was recording at, from Chung King to Power Play Studios. And I looked and I watched y'all. I'd call up there and I'd try to book some time. And they would say, okay, come up. I'll never forget, Tony Orphy was the owner of Power Play. And I got to know him because I went to the studio for the first time. He put out a record on me overseas.
Timothy?
Huh?
Timothy?
Tony Orphy.
Okay, Tony Orphy.
Yeah, right. He owned Power Play at the time.
Right.
And I used to see Eric B. and Rakim was in there with the Puerto Rican engineer. And then they had the other one, the black engineer. I forget his name, but he was famous engineer. And Doc was Rakim's engineer too, and KRS-One's engineer. And I used to watch him, and I used to go there. Like if I booked a session for 5 o'clock, I'd be at the studio at 3, just sitting on the couch. So when they coming out, they have to see me. And I'll be like, yo, Father. Until they start calling, celebrities start calling me Father. Yo, what up, Father? Your name Father? Yeah. And then I won the USA roller skating rink contest in Queens, Flushing.
Wow.
And I came in first place. And I remember, like, we went on a tour because Kwame won it the year before.
Kwame!
My guy.
Oh, man. Man, you hit me in the head with the legends right now, bro.
Kwame had won, and then we went on a tour, like through, Queens, and we did some colleges or whatever. And then when I signed and my record came out, Treat Him Like You Want to Be Treated, I started doing real shows with Kwame as Father MC. You get what I'm saying? So
Kwame was my man.
Kwame is my guy. And Kwame, a lot of people don't even realize how talented of a producer he was and still is. And I used to just watch him. And I never forget, like, God put all of y'all in front of me. Like, I remember I'm going to the studio and Kwame is carrying him and the girl that sung Only You,
yeah.
They're carrying in Canal Street like a keyboard. And I was in a van, we was wilding out. And I said, yo, Quan, where you going? He said, yo, we about to go on tour. And I was like this, damn, man, I'm looking tour bus right over there across the street. I'm just looking like, about to have a good time, man. I go to Howie T, long story short, go to Howie T house. Now I'm recording my album, right?
Yeah.
You got Chubb Rock, Special Ed.
Wow.
The tour bus is in front of their house, in front of Howie T's house in Lady Kazan. And I'm just like, I'm there to record with Howie T.
Wow.
And next thing you know, I see them carrying like crates of Heinekens on the bus. And the chicks, they looking like they're about to go have the time of their life. And I was like, man, I can't wait till it's my turn, dude. You don't even understand. And that just made me want it even more because I knew they was going out to get, I knew they was going to get their bread, but just to go go, it was like, dang, man, yeah, that put some heat under me, you know?
Yo, man, let me tell you something, man. You mentioned Chubb Rock.
Yeah.
He's from Rockaway too.
Chubbs?
Yeah.
I ain't know Chubb Rock was from Rockaway.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Chubb was from Brooklyn.
Chubb Rock was from Rockaway too, man. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know, Flavor.
When I first met Chubb Rock, he was living out in Rockaway.
Where?
It wasn't Brooklyn. It was Rockaway.
Yo, dude, you know what?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna call Chubbs because this is crazy. Because
you call Chubbs,
and
you ask Chubbs. You ask Chubbs. I'm telling you, ask Chubbs if he lived in Rockaway.
Dude,
he used to live in Rockaway, man.
That
hey. Word is born. Word is born, God.
Listen,
word
you know what? I was so known in Rockaway. That's why I'm bugging out, because I would have known Chubbs. You know what I'm saying? But we was on tour for a year and change. Me, Chubb Rock, who was it? Father C, Chubb Rock, DJ Quick, Too Short. It was a lot of us on tour. I've been on so many tours, it's crazy. But yeah, I had a great time with Chubb Rock too on the tour.
Yeah. Chubb Rock was a performer, man.
Yes, he was. And that record, 1990, Chubb Rock, when that thing would hit that stage,
Chubb Rock cops up on the scene
with a lean and a pocket full of green. He would go nuts, and I just look at him like, sometimes, I kid you not, even with y'all, I'd be on the stage, y'all would be on the stage, or I'm on the stage, and I'm on a bill with y'all, and I'd just be sitting there like, I really did this shit. Like, I really did this. And especially, like, the stages, like Yoka in Japan,
right.
Wembley Arena, Africa, like those stadiums, Madison Square Garden,
right.
Like places that Michael Jackson touched, like Elvis Presley touched. I'm on this stage, and I'm just like, wow. Like, your word, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was something else, man. It was crazy.
So you got kicked out of Brooklyn and was living in Rockaway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it really, like, kind of all started for you.
You know what? Like, I got a record on my new album. It's thank you to the judge that kicked me out of Brooklyn. Because don't tell it where it would have took off from there, boy. Because I was running rampant, man.
Oh, but that's crazy.
It's crazy. I thanked her, like, for real. Thank you. Like, for Rockaway I became father. Like, I became father in For Rockaway. When I was in Brooklyn, I was Timmy T. When I moved to For Rockaway, we was going. So this is a crazy story. Check this out. I'm in high school. Right. I'm getting ready. I'm IS 53. I graduated. So now I'm going to high school. So I'm going and I'm on a bus, and I'm going to, that's when the 5% Nation was real big. The Guards.
Yeah, that's when it was really starting to get big.
Starting to get crazy. And then I get to Far Rockaway. My first day, I'm coming straight out of Spofford, going straight to Far Rockaway. Next thing you know, I just see this kid that didn't know his mathematics getting stomped out by like 70, no exaggeration. Kids just stomping this little guy out because he ain't know his math. So I'm sitting like this, okay. So I got to go to summer school because I didn't know, and I got to get, not because I got left back or nothing, because I was, go there, you could play basketball. So I'm in there, and I was checking out the chicks, whatever. I go there. So in the summer school, I'm talking to this cooking teacher named Miss Lewis. And at the end of the day, she would call me father, when I changed my name, father. So next thing you know, I heard of this thing at freshman year, first freshman day, where the sophomores and the juniors would just catch you and beat you up in the hallway. It's called initiation, right?
Right.
So I done built up a name now. So I'm not 5%. I go to, and I'm going through the day. I was scared because I heard it was crazy. And I'm new in Queens too at this point, and I had a little rep. At the end of the day, man, I'll never forget the Guards was building. And I'm the last class, I'm going home. I done made it through the day. And this lady, Miss Lewis, says, "Hey, father." And all the Guards stopped. "Peace, God, peace, God, peace, God." I said, yo, dude. The whole shit just reflected like when they was stomping the shit out this kid, right?
Yeah.
So I said, yo, peace. And I went over there and said, how you see today's mathematics? I said, listen, man, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm from Brooklyn. I'm here, man. My name is Father I Rap. What's up? And I was prepared to get it in because I was a knucklehead when I was younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was crazy. So it really wasn't fear or nothing else, but let's get it in. I was trying to avoid beef. So
Yeah.
I was like, if it go down, I'm gonna go down. It's gonna go down. And it didn't, actually. It didn't. And
But that's because you kept it real.
I kept it 1,000 with him. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I became so popular without a record in Queens. Like,
Right.
And then I always was one that always ventured out. Like I go to Long Island and rock with y'all. In LI, I go to Brooklyn and I had people everywhere.
Right,
So
right.
I couldn't go to school in Brooklyn, but I could go hang out in Brooklyn.
Right.
So, I went and did my thing, and I had a crazy following all around. So it was like everywhere I went, when people say father, everybody knew, yo, father, what's up? The guy from Queens, now he from Brooklyn, I'm from both. I'm from both.
Right. Hey, yo, what's crazy, Diddy used to dance for you? Talk about that, man.
That was funny because
how did that happen? How did that come to be? How did you get my man, world famous P. Diddy, to be your backup dancer before he got into the game?
Well, this is what happened. I was working on my album. They finally decided we gonna shoot a video. I'll never forget. Me and Diddy used to meet up at my guy's studio, Jannard Parker.
Okay.
He used to produce SWV. So we used to meet business before he even made it. So we go in there, and next thing you know, after that, when we finally got the record, because Prince Marky D, God bless,
bless him,
and
yeah.
Corey Rooney, they produced the record. So once we got the record out the way, it was a guy named Fendi that lived in Far Rockaway that danced for EPMD.
Okay.
Light skinned Fendi.
I remember
Fendi? Yeah.
Right.
So Fendi and Puff, when Puff said, Puff, we got to get in rehearsal. So I'm trying to be on some cool, Puff was like, no, we got to go like this. I said, why don't you do it? So he started dancing, and it just clicked. We just clicked. Me and Puffy used to always wild out. We used to and the girls, we used to always like compete like chicks. And then Father MC, the funniest story with Puff was I had fired. I was in Seattle. I was just getting ready to I did some TV show in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to Arsenio next. My dancers, Tricky and Disco at the time, waited 2 minutes before it's time for me to go on stage to ask for a raise. Or they was like picketing, boycotting, right? So I said, okay. I called George Harrell at the time, was my road manager. I called George. I said, yo, George, this was going down. I was ready because in my mind, I'm like, I'm firing these niggas. At the end of the day, George's like, no, let's give him the money and we'll handle this once you finish. So I you can still see my face on the show. I'm just like, I'm performing, but I'm like,
but you heated.
I can't, I'm heated.
You heated.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what I mean? So I said like this, I said, okay, we did the show. I gave them the raise. They got dressed real quick. We did the show, rocked the show. I didn't say nothing after that. I went to my room. George came to my room, called Puff. He didn't say call Puff. Puff was on the phone with George. George hands me the phone. Puff just like, we firing these niggas. I said, yeah, we gonna fire them. He said, no, right now. We putting them niggas in Seattle on different buses. You Greyhounds. Separate. And we making them niggas pay for their own their way home.
Right.
And I fired them. At the end of the day, my dancer, I forget his name that was on. Puppy he said, I'm meeting you in LA tomorrow. Puppy was actually on his way to LA while we were on the phone. I remember hearing him getting the assistants to get his plane tickets because he was at the record company and he was going to just go shopping, when he got out here.
Right.
And he picked me up. I'll never forget, he picked me up at the airport with this chick.
Puffy?
Yeah, Puff. And it's crazy because the chick was fine, right? So I'm just looking at her and he's like this, he whispered to me, there ain't gonna be no Father MC shit today, right? So we get to the Beverly Mall, the Beverly Hillsmore. We go there, and at the end of the day, me and Puff, he see me giving the chick the eye, right? And he's like this, oh, this is not no treat him like you want to be treated, shit, right? So we running up the escalator. We run, and I end up getting the girl. But it's so funny how I took her from him, but it was so crazy how we was so, like, it was crazy. We used to have fun. Right. I remember we was in D.C., and Puffy had told me we was at the record company. I was getting ready to do Howard. And he came to me and he said, yo, man, he was dating Misa at the time.
Right.
And he said, yo, man, my girl, man, I'm trying to get with her. That's when he was really just starting to date Misa. And he said, yo, I want you to, she got a friend there, and I don't want no interruptions. And I was like, all right, money, I got you. I told him, I got you. Don't worry about it. We get to Howard now. We got the Father MC train going on, so all the chicks, we having a blast. I go downstairs exactly to go and get a soda. Puff's waiting in the room because Misa and her girlfriend was coming.
Right.
So I go downstairs. I see Misa. So I'm like, hey, Misa, we hug. And I said, yo, what's up? I said, I'm going to be up there. I go and get me a soda. I see Misa's girl, but I didn't know she was with Misa because she wasn't. Right? And I was like, oh my God, it was Sonia. And I rushed back upstairs. I got Sonia numbers and everything. I rushed upstairs, forgetting, like, I never knew that Sonia was with Misa. I went upstairs, Puff in the room, and I said, yo, I just saw Misa. And he said, where? I said, she was downstairs. He says, okay. I said, yo.
And that's when he was just getting with Misa.
Right. I said, yo, listen.
Because you know she where she was working at. That was my pal, Misa. She worked at Def Jam.
Yeah, she worked at Def Jam.
Right, right. As soon as you walked in the door, she was right there.
Right.
Come on, Misa, man, that's my pal.
But check it out, check it out. This is the crazy.
Yeah.
So I run up and I tell Puff, I said, yo, Misa's here. He's like, yeah. I said, but I ain't talking to her girlfriend. I just met this cutie up downstairs. And he was like this, oh man. He was like, all right. Misa comes the door. Misa opens the door, and then Sonia is right in back of Misa. I'm like, oh shit. So I look when they go to the bathroom. I go to Puff. I said, that's the chick I met downstairs. So it was just a thing in heaven, man, and it was meant. You know what I'm saying? God bless her. You know, but yeah, that was, I think, my first love in hip hop. Sonia.
Wow.
Yeah, and Puff introduced me. And Misa,
God bless her. She
passed away in the basketball, the Manhattan City College joint.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How long ago?
When Puff did it, he was new. This is when Puff just came out when he did it, and I was on the bill to play ball at City College, and when everybody got stomped, like trampled and everything. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I named my second album, Close to You.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many albums do you have?
4. I have 4, plus the new one that's coming out right now. The new one is Black Disney.
What went platinum? What went gold?
All of them.
All of them went platinum?
All of them. All.
Which is your favorite one?
One Night Stand.
That's your favorite album?
Yeah. I gotta say. Yeah.
What number album is that?
2, my sophomore. And it's because I was in for Rockaway and I'm going to get my hair cut, and I hear these 2 guys from my school, you know, that I went to high school with, and they like, yo, he ain't gonna, he ain't gonna do it again. I bet you he ain't gonna do it again. Like hating. And I'm like, oh, what? At the end of the day, that stayed on my mind every time I went into the studio. So every producer I went into the studio with. And Andre Harrell, God bless Dre.
Right.
We took the whole record company.
Andre Harrell too. God bless Andre Harrell.
Yes, that was my guy. He took the record company. We cut. Dave Hall did Affection, and we took the Affection, and we had MCA Records, and he got the whole casting department. They got the New York dancers, everything. Right. And I said, why y'all just didn't get the dancers from LA or whatever? Dre was just so New York and dedicated to the dancers in New York, like Big Les, Fatima, and all of them.
Yeah.
So we get there. I never forget, I'll go upstairs. Dre is sitting on the 30th floor. Dre is sitting at MCA and just looking out the window. And I say, yo, what's up, man? Now I'm Father MC. So I'm running in the MCA office like, yo, I'm paying bills. I'm good. Next thing you know, Dre sitting there. He says, yo, we got the wrong single. I'm like, Dre, stop playing, man. We got the video people out here. We got the dancers. You got all it. He said, we got the wrong single. We're going to go to New York. We're going to regroup. We're going to shoot the video next week. I said, well, we shooting. He said, I don't know yet. Get to New York, One Night Stand. And that was the record that changed. I think, you know, treat him like you want to be treated, introduced me, and it was a great with me and Jodeci, me putting Jodeci on the record.
Right.
Mary J. Blige with I'll Do For You. But me calling Mary back on my second sophomore album to do One Night Stand and Jodeci for Everything's Gonna Be All Right.
Right.
But for Mary with that One Night Stand.
Hits, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hits. Yeah.
Yeah, I had hits. I ain't gonna front. I had hits. Y'all had hits. We had hits like, and to see Mary on when she sung it, it was like so.
On One Night Stand.
One Night Stand. And Eddie F, DJ Eddie F, props to Eddie. We used to always make jokes. I was always the jokester. Yeah. Like I would always joke with people, you know. And we in his house in Jersey, and I was like, Dre. He just started producing the record, and then I just started saying, one night, boom, One Night Stand got developed, and then I just went in there and I said, nah, baby, as a joke, and he's like, yo, keeping that. And then he just put it, and then it was the record. And I said, for some reason, I knew that was it.
Yeah.
I knew that was it. And then when that record came out, it lit New York up so much.
Yeah.
I mean, Bentley's was like the Bentley Club, Bentley's, Red Parrot. I mean, everything was like, when I'd go there just to go. I'll never forget, I was at my house one night around 1:30, and I lived in Long Island. I bought my mom's a house in Long Island. And I just was bored. I said, you know what? No bodyguards, nothing. I'm just getting in the car and going. I called one of my shorties. I'm picking her up in Queens. We go in front of Bentley's. They stop the car, valet, me and her get out, rush me into Bentley's. They like jamming live on the radio from outside. You know, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. One Night Stand had the world lit. And then to see what it did. You know, it's the dopest thing to me is when you see what your records do around the world.
Right.
When you see, I'm in Japan and people don't speak a bit of English and they singing I'll Do For You, One Night Stand, Lisa Baby. I'm in Africa and they just knowing the words. And the crazy, this is how small the world is. I go to Africa and I'm
laughing right now because you don't know, bro, how delighted I am to have you in my studio right now. And you dropping all of this knowledge, bro.
Man,
you dropping nothing but knowledge right now. But let me shut the fuck up, man. Rock on, God.
So now you got me bugging out because now Africa just came in my head. We in Africa, so me and Tricky, my dancer, we bored. We over there with Patti LaBelle, Jermaine Jackson. You know, this
Patti
group.
LaBelle is like my mom. Too.
Yes. I got a story about Patti too. Cooking.
I love you, Patti. If you see this, yeah, we shouting you out.
Yeah, Patti cooked for me too. But anyway, so we get there. We bored. We in Africa, and so we take they had the bumper pool in the hotel in Africa, right? We in Senegal. So we out there with this Haitian group called The Partners.
Right.
And they were like punk rock with the mohawks and everything. Right. So me and Tricky went to the room and we put like Ku Klux Klan mask on, cut the sheets. We chasing these cats. We in Africa. We start chasing them. And when we chasing them, these guys are running. And then out of nowhere, the smallest guy go like this. He turns around. So we stop. And he starts chasing us. I'm laughing so hard because all in my head I'm thinking, nigga, we in Africa.
Right.
How you gonna chase the people that's supposed to be coming? You don't know it's us. And he's chasing us. He caught Tricky. They caught Tricky. I ran behind the door, dude. My stomach hurted so much because I'm laughing like I can't really believe these cats turned around on us.
Right.
And then, man, we used to do so much crazy stuff on tour. We used to take, we took my man's passport and we hid it. And we act like he had to stay there. So they said, if you lose your passport, you got to stay there for an extra like 2 months. And we scared it. It was crazy. Yeah. I love touring, man. I love that bus, For
So let me ask you this: what do you think about rap music today? Now, I mean, because it's so different. Rap music done took a whole total different direction now. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much different from when we first started putting records out. What do you think about rap music today, the industry? And
Well, let me be clear on this.
and also, I'm gonna ask you too, like today, who you listen to. You know what I'm saying? But what you think about about rap music today?
Well, let me be clear. When we were out, it was a thing where it was a billion rappers.
Right.
But in order to stand out, you had to have something. You had to have some type of your own style, your creativity.
Right.
Even if you had a gimmick, you had to have something.
Right. That's
And
right.
I never understood my mom. She never understood the music, but it was my turn. You know what I'm saying? It was my turn. It was our turn. It was our generation.
Right.
And what I could say about the kids now, it's their turn.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, it's their turn and it's their way. And you have to give them the respect because to me, I respect it because at the end of the day, these cats they learned how to, with this internet. We didn't grow up with the internet.
That's right.
These guys
right.
are making, I love that these youngsters are making millions of dollars because they figured this shit out. And what happened is they showed these companies, we gonna get this paper with or without you. We tired of y'all telling us no. So we gonna get 1 million followers and we gonna sell our CD $5 or whatever. And we gonna be in the record companies, they realize that. So now they're quick to say we're gonna absorb everything and put everybody in a bag. We're going to sign like 17, 20 artists. We're going to throw it up. Whoever sticks, that's who we sticking with.
Right.
And then they're going to give you 1 million, and they, record companies rob you. It's just facts. They rob you. But at the end of the day, it's up for you to make that investment and to keep, the fame is beautiful. The money comes with the fame. But what I had to do, shortcut, is I had to ask myself.
Right.
Father MC, where do I want to be? Where do I want to be? And, after your albums and after the hoopla, and you got to accept the good and the bad with what comes with this game.
Right.
You got to accept it. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. And this is what you've chose. But I chose this and not knowing I can buy my mother with one single a house in Long Island, which I was so proud of myself to do. Now, the music today with these artists, I think that you have a lot of similarities, but you still hear the creative if you really pay attention to it. See, when we were young, the creative came from we didn't want to sound like nobody else.
Right. We wanted to sound like ourselves.
So if you asked me my top back then, I could give you, and then if you asked me my top of the artists that we came with, I could give you my top. My top overall is Jadakiss. Jada, and people think I'm bugging out, but I always Jada, Biggie.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Mine too. I love Jada.
I love the locks, but Jada.
I mean, when it comes down,
Styles P is bananas too.
Yes.
Styles P. People don't be listening to Styles P too, and I get to and I met the locks, and I bugged out with the locks in Florida.
Yeah,
and I always knew that Jada, and I said this when they was with Puff. I said when Jada get loose, you're gonna be a beast.
See, let me tell you, man, when it comes down to street knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Right. Jadakiss, Styles P, the locks, period. These are guards that got knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And smart, too.
And not only that, but they're still out in the streets living this shit, bro.
That part.
That's why they're able to write about this shit. That's why they're able to come across the way that they do, because they still live in the reality. They still live in the reality, man, of, you know what I'm saying, of the streets.
And
Jadakiss, Styles P, the locks, period.
All day.
That's the motherfucking streets, bro.
Yeah.
That's the fucking streets, man.
Like, I still love Rakim, one of my all-time greats, Rakim.
Right? And I love
when he said, I take 7 MCs, put them in the line. I take 7 more rappers who think they can rhyme. It would take 7 more before I go for mine. Now, that's 21 MCs ate up at the same time. I was done. And then Nas with that, you're a slave to a page in my rhyme book. I was over. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Let me just make records. Let me talk to the women because these cats, these cats is crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
These cats was killing me, and then Kane, Here I Am, R.A.W. I was like, oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
And see, I was working at Kentucky Fried Chicken when Kane.
Yo, you got me cracking the fuck
Kane,
up in there, man.
I used to be cleaning up.
I can't even see you working at Kentucky Fried Chicken, but
They used to make a joke, right? Check this out, your play. This girl used to make a joke like,
shit.
"Well, you worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken." I said, "Yeah, but I could buy one now. It's a difference."
Yeah, that's the best part.
It's a difference.
You used to work at one, but now you can buy your own.
That part. At the end of the day, when Kentucky worked, I wouldn't change a thing. I would go right back there and work again to revisit, because that made me want to be out that Friday, Saturday night. When they used to keep me in there,
right? They
used to make me work Friday, Saturday night, like every other week.
Yeah.
I just had that radio right there while I'm washing the trays off, and I'm just listening to, that's where you got The Bridge Is Over, The Bridge Is Over. And I'm at the studio when these guys is making this shit. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm in the studio with these cats making it, and I'm like, oh, like with Uptown, this is the craziest shit, man. Uptown. I went to Uptown. Kurt Woodley took me, I was hustling. And Kurt Woodley took me, he was A&R for Uptown.
Right.
And he said, you ain't got to spend your money no more. I'm going to try to get you with Uptown. I was excited. I met Albie Shore. I met Guy. That's how I met them. And going there, and Andre Harrell would not give me the time of day. Puffy wasn't there. Jimmy Jenkins was there. Kurt Woodley, Bob Celestin, Steve Lucas. But he would not give me the time of day. I said, okay. But I said, I'm going to leave. Because this guy Kurt keep making me change my lyrics.
Yeah.
The only benefit I had was I wasn't paying for studio. So I had to bite the bullet and pay for my own studio. I separated, and I met Dante Ross.
Okay.
Dante was the president over there at Tommy Boy.
Right.
So he said, yo, listen, Father. I never forget, we was in the studio, and he said, yo, listen, Father, I'm going to sign you to Tommy Boy, or I can sign you to Tommy Boy right now and get you this contract, or you could wait for 6 months, and I'm going over there to Epic, I believe. And he was going to be the president over there. Wow. He said, but it takes 6 months. And I was saying to myself, man, I ain't waiting no 6 months, man. I ain't doing that. And then next thing you know, I didn't do that, but he gave me paperwork, gave me contracts. So then Leon Cohen, LL Cool J's mom's, this lady named Linda, which she would have been my manager, but she played it a little funny at the end. But she took me shopping, and she introduced me to L's moms. L's moms met me, beautiful lady, beautiful. And she took me to Leon Cohen.
LL
Cool J's mom. LL was on tour. And I was so ready when they told me I was going to his actual house. I went to his house. He was on tour, and I was so looking forward to meeting this guy because he was my everything. L was my everything when I was younger. Cause
you met his moms before you met him?
Yep, sure did.
Wow,
and
that's
the crazy part,
crazy.
I'm looking. She got all his accolades and everything, and I'm just looking like, wow. So then,
yo, Todd, did you know this? Wow, this is crazy. I'm learning so much history here right now. Word to the bird, G.
She took me to Leo. I was signed to this record company called Stupid Fresh Record, independent out of Far Rockaway.
Okay.
Leo Cohen heard me. He said, he picked up the phone. I'm thinking he don't like me. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just keep rhyming. And he said, this is enough. He's on the phone with the lawyer, had the lawyer come in. He said, I want you to bring your contract from Stupid Fresh, or whatever that record company is, and give it to him when you come back tomorrow. I was like, all right, He's like, I want to welcome you to Def Jam. He had a contract for me the next day and everything.
Wow, so amazing.
Then I got, from Atlantic to Sylvia Rome, Cassandra Mill, everyone. I started getting contracts from all these companies. So now I'm situated. So I got who am I going to rock with? So now I'm like this, and I know it's a check somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? I know it. And every time I was speaking I had a lawyer named Marva Allen at this point.
Right.
She was like, oh my God, you got this, you got this. She said, wait a minute. I got to get all of them on the phone. I said, Marva, don't mess nothing up. Please, I got this shit. She's like, no. Look, she represented me without me paying her at first. That's how crazy it was. So I went home and I told my mom's accountants start flying out from Florida, from Texas, start flying out, taking me and my mom to expensive dinners and order upset. I'm not new to this. I'm knowing how they get down because I'm watching these record execs.
Right.
So I'm ordering shit I ain't even know how to pronounce. And then they'd have a limo for my mom's, pick my mom's up from American Express when she worked there. They'd meet, me and my mom's would meet, and they just trying to get my business.
Right.
And next thing you know, I said, I'll never forget when I went and she said, we had a good problem. And I said, what? You have a bidding war. And I didn't even know what a bidding war was. And I said, what's that? And she said, I'm going to show you. I go to Uptown because I wanted them to manage me. Right. So I'm going down like, look, I don't even need y'all. I played the record.
Right.
And I put the contracts. I had like 10 contracts. Put it on the desk. Yeah. I'm here for management. What's up? Because I seen how they made Al B. Sure blow up. In 2 months, I seen Al blowing like crazy. Elvis Presley, the black Elvis Presley. These niggas is going nuts. Chicks is fainting.
Right.
I ain't never see chicks. I seen on TV with Michael Jackson. They fainting. Yeah, dude, the corner. It was a school right around the corner. He said, you want to see something? What? Yeah. Get ready to run. We ain't running now. Going crazy. Dropping out. Panties. Wow. Everything. I was like, oh my God, this is where I need to be. Dude, Dre runs in the room. Because I'm playing, I made a record with CJ, this producer in Jamaica. His name's CJ. And we made a record called It's Time to Go Prom. Right. And that's when it was whoop, 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 whoop. It was like that club era. And I took it to Uptown. I took it to Dre. Now I'm standing behind the door. Dre burst into the door. Yo, who's that? Who's that? My God, who record is that? And now I'm behind the door. And he's looking and they looking and he's saying, yo, that's your man. That's father. He don't even know I'm in the office yet. He's like, get that black nigga on the phone right now. He said, well, we don't got to. He's writing back. So I step out and I'm like, yo, what's up, Dre? He's like, yo, my man, I'm going to make you a star. And, you know, all the hype, crazy shit, how they talk, right? Right. And then they say, I'll never forget Bob Celestin, the lawyer. Now he's one of the biggest lawyers in the industry right now. He's like this, look, Dre, like, look on the table. And that was all the contracts. And Dre said he went, I never forget, he went, looked at it, he said like this, he says, it's Friday. Give me until Monday. By 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Monday, you'll be with Uptown. He said, a matter of fact, sent his partner, I'll never forget because it was almost 5 o'clock, the end of the day. He said, he had his assistant go to the bank, and that's when Uptown was in Brooklyn. Give me $1,000. Now in '89, $1,000 was equivalent of like $50,000, $60,000. On a Friday night, I said $1,000. And he told me if he don't sign me, I ain't gotta pay for it. Just take it and they'll manage me. So to me, I was like, okay, I just got this $1,000 from this cat. I'm gonna be with Def Jam and Uptown's gonna manage me. That's where I was going. Right. And Andre, I got the call from Bob Celestin. He said, you could quit Kentucky Fried Chicken. I said, please, Bob, don't stop. Because if I quit and then y'all make me quit, nigga, and y'all niggas don't give me the check, it's going to be a problem. Right, He's like, come on. I cleaned up in the bathroom. I went in the bathroom. This is rush hour coming now. 5 o'clock, we got the 20-piece chicken for $20. Right? At the end of the day, I was bad, man. But my manager used to embarrass me a lot. You know, I'm calling, yo, father, and yelling at me and shit. And I was like, okay. Right. So I went and I tore up the call log for the people that work there. Right. I called some cats, yo, y'all ain't got to come to work because we over, you know, it's slow. And I went and I put in the Cresco, I put chicken, raw chicken. And back in the day, you know, the extra crispy? Right. We had this thing where it was make it hot. I took like 20 packages and put it in there. And it turns, right? Uh-huh. And then I put it in the Cresco. It was like an oven, but it wasn't an oven. It just to keep it warm. And it was raw. And I'll never forget, I went and I cleaned up and everything. I'm walking out the thing, right? Now this is the crazy shit. Now, my manager name was Scott. Right? He's from Alabama. And dude, why this guy, gangster kid, took all the jewelry on back in the day? He came there and he had his girl with him, and he ordered the chicken. Now, we got the bulletproof shield and everything, right? Yeah. This guy orders the chicken. He trying to be cool. He orders the chicken, and he eats it, and it's rubbery. And now I'm walking out the door, right? I'm walking out the door.
I'm laughing because your customers is getting raw chicken with
dude.
Fucking.
That's not even the half. I'm walking out the door. My manager's yelling at me, cursing me out, saying, "Get your ass back in here, father." I said, "I quit, man. Peace." Right? The guy takes the chicken. And I'll never forget, he had a chicken leg. He had a raw chicken leg. And he just threw it at the window like, what the fuck is this? Dude, I know, dude, oh my God. Man. But anybody in Rockaway will tell you, I ran that Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then they made me manager too at that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a great way to quit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was a great way to quit, man.
I had fun, man. I had fun.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Serving the neighborhood raw chicken.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I did it just because he used to embarrass me so much.
Right.
And he used to always embarrass me like crazy in front of anytime a girl came up to KFC to see me, he'd let me get halfway through the conversation and just start embarrassing me. "Oh, we need those biscuits right," like yelling at me or something. I used to be there. I used to be there just writing my raps when I'd be at the drive-thru just writing rhymes. And everybody, it was nobody's surprise when Father MC hit out of Rockaway because they already knew what time it was. I used to claim it.
Right.
You know?
Damn, bro. Yo, man, you've been on a journey, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on with you now? I mean, wait. Before I get into that, I want to know, so today, who do you listen to now? Who do you listen to in rap music?
I listen to The Baby.
I love The Baby, man.
I love The Baby.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, bro. He's my favorite,
I listen
to
Boosie. I listen to Boosie.
Okay.
I listen to The Baby.
And I had Boosie in here.
You did?
Yeah, man. Me and Boosie lit this studio up, bro.
Yo, y'all had me dying. Y'all, I mean, when I used to see you, they said y'all looking like it, all of that. I used to be dying like crazy. I listen. I don't really I listen to it, but I can't name them because it's like, Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda.
That's my guy.
I love Bobby Shmurda.
Like
when he went to jail, when he went to jail, man, I was one of the first ones, man, to try to offer to bail him out.
That's real.
A lot of people don't really know that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's real. I mean,
but when I went to offer to try to bail him out, they made his bail higher on purpose, so I couldn't pay it. Crazy.
Yeah. Bobby.
He don't even know that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he seemed like a good kid too, man. You know, and he's a stand-up guy.
I like Bobby Shmurda.
I like him a lot. He's a stand-up guy just because of what he did and how he took the heat and said, fuck it. He wrote that on his back. I respect that.
Right.
That's really it, really, to be honest with you, for the newcomers, because I still keep my ear to the street on what my generation was doing. I listen to Smack. I watch Smack a lot. Smack URL, rap battle.
Okay.
I listen to that a lot. Murder Mook, I listen to it a lot.
Right.
I still like Jay. I like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I like Jay. I like Kanye too.
Right.
I listen to Kanye when I'm in the mood to listen, but I like Kanye.
Right.
I think he's brilliant. I like Jada is my old time. Nas, right. I listen to Nas.
Right.
And I like me.
Huh?
I like me.
Hey, you supposed to.
Yeah, I like me. I think I like me.
You can like you, but I love you. I love me some Father. I don't like Father MC. I love me some Father motherfuckers.
That's what's up.
Word up, G. You on the chef, man. You know what I'm saying? I say, when it comes down to like this battle rapping shit, when it comes down to this battle rapping shit, to me, my top choice, number one, I'm sorry, I gotta give it to Eminem. The reason why, And the reason why I give it to Eminem is because everybody that went at Eminem that he battled, yo, he fucked them all up. G, nobody ever took Eminem down. If can't nobody take you down, then that means you the fucking best, bro.
I don't know.
When it comes down to this battle rap,
I think you really put your ears on to Jada. I think Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z, Nas,
let me tell you something.
Jay-Z, Nas, and Jadakiss.
When it comes down to this battling shit, everybody that I seen Eminem battle, he took him out. I never seen nobody take Eminem down, man. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but he's always been a master of the lyrics, man. You know what I'm saying? A lyrical master, a lyrical king.
Yeah, I think Eminem is a stand up cat. You know, I loved his story. You know, 8 Mile with 7 Mile, whatever. When he rapped and he talked about everything about him that another rapper could say. Right. And in the movie, it was like, what you gonna say now? It was like he shut it down. But my top is Jada, Jay-Z, and Nas. And then you want to go a little further. And then you had Biggie and Rakim. That was my tops, you know. But in the smack world, it's Mook, Calico, you know, DNA stands up there. There's so many of those cats, man. I can name them all because I enjoy watching it. Yeah. And but I like Lil Baby right now.
Yeah.
I'm on Lil Baby.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. If anybody is shaking this rap music industry up right now, the babies.
Yeah.
The babies.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And,
that's what I'm saying. Not just the baby, but the baby and Lil Baby.
Lil Baby,
so
right. Yeah, both of them.
I call both of them the babies.
Yeah. I get it confused too, but both of them. Yeah, you're right.
Because they the hottest shit right now,
they
man.
The ticket.
You know what I'm saying?
They the ticket.
Hey, the baby is my favorite. When I
the
met
baby
him,
is my favorite. But then Lil Baby too. Yeah, definitely.
Man, I love Lil Baby, man.
Lil Baby is strong in the ATL too.
Man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, the baby, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I like them more, man, to be honest. But
let me tell you something. I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion too is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, I called
Cardi B.
I called Cardi B.
I
called Cardi B. I called her before anything. I said she gonna be a star. I said, and I remember arguing with cats, and this is when she was on Love and Hip Hop, no records. And I just looked at her and I said, that girl got potential to take over. And this is when Nicki, no disrespect to Nicki, I love Nicki Minaj.
Man, Nicki,
but people didn't realize how long Nicki been in the game.
That's right.
So it was due.
And that's why Nicki is my favorite.
It was due
when it
for
comes down
somebody
to these female rappers right now, today. Right now, the female rappers today, Nicki's my favorite, my first choice.
I think
my
first choice, females. I think it would have to go to.
Nicki
I love Nicki too.
Because
Nicki can rap though. Nicki really can rap.
She can rap.
Nicki can really rap.
She can rap and she can hold her own and she writes her own
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Yeah, Nicki can rap. I like Megan. I like Megan.
Yeah, you fucking name Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan is crazy. Have you ever heard her rap? Like the stuff she be saying? And she's beautiful.
Bomb, bro. She's beautiful.
And Cardi is too. Cardi's beautiful. It's just that, you know, however you got to get it to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Cardi, she just real with her shit.
Oh, I love her. And she's smart too.
Yeah,
she's smart.
Real.
Get on that politics
One
stuff.
One of the only females running around talking about suck my dick.
Dude, I woke up
I
one
love
night.
Cardi B, man.
I woke up one night.
She's real, bro.
It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I just looked at my Instagram, and that's when she was going in on Biden. Like she was just talking to politics, and I was just like, damn, that's Cardi? Like so deceiving of what you actually perceive when you know, I was like, wow. And that said a lot for me. And Lizzo too. I like Lizzo too. Though.
I like Lizzo too. I like Lizzo.
I like what she's doing. And Lizzo, this is from me to you. Keep it up. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody, you standing out. And when you getting somebody mad and they got to make comments, you doing something right.
Right.
So just keep it up. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I like her. And she's a beautiful young lady too.
Hey, You see how different this rap music done changed from
Yeah.
from what it used to be when we were doing it, or when we first started doing it. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this: what's next right now for my boy Father MC? What are you doing now? What's going on, and what can we expect from you?
Well, we have the album. It's called Black Disney. It's
Black
coming
Disney?
out. It's coming out. We were going to try to do it for this year, but COVID took an immediate halt, put a halt on everything.
Right.
And then plus,
yeah, this
samples.
This COVID disease came around and just fucked up
And then,
everything.
when I knew that we wasn't putting this album out this year is when I called for, you know how you call for the sample clearance? I call a sample house.
Yeah.
And it's already, the phone is like going to someone else that works there at their house, and I'm hearing their dogs barking in the back. I'm like, okay, this album's not coming out this year. But it also made me keep staying in the lab because I own my studios.
Right.
So it made me stay in my lab, and I just kept creating.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute, I kind of like this. So now it made my album a little more difficult to the stuff. Like when you came to my studio.
Right.
And you heard everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I just have a Fluctra.
You got some very, very impressive shit, young man.
Thank you.
That's all I gotta say. The world is about to catch a brand new motherfucking wave, man, when your shit comes out.
We got F Media Corp, which is my company that's surrounding. I'm putting everything as far as with film, as far as with everything. And now we have this mentoring thing. Like I have this thing where it's like a foundation. It's called, the ATB is all the above. So that's for every foundation, like Cancer Society. So when people ask you what charity you like and you donate to, I like all of the above. So let's say if I have $10, I'm gonna give each 10 cents of that $10 so I can touch every one of them. Because I don't have a favorite. Because St. Jude's is my people's. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff they do for these kids is crazy.
Right.
And for you no kid left
you
behind.
You connected to St. Jude's?
Yes. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. I mean,
That's big. Did you get a St. Jude's blanket?
Man, dude, you don't even understand. St. Jude's do so much.
The reason why I asked you that because I know all of the St. Jude commercials, man, and I be watching the kids.
Yeah, and the kids and they appreciate it, man. You have the old folks' homes. Like I'm into the kids and the old folks because twice a child, once an adult. And the old people are like older babies. And the thing of it is, what I tell people. I try to tell them
let me tell you something, man. You just gave me some knowledge.
Wow.
Twice a child, but once an adult.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, and everybody, I just want y'all to know what my man is talking about. Because we come in the world as children.
Right.
Then we grow into adults.
Absolutely.
But then as we get older, we go back into that childhood, like that baby. Going back to being babies again, and we got to be baby because we older. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, to all the parents, it's very important, man, that you be good to your kids and take good care of your kids right now. Because one day, your ass will get old and you're going to need somebody to take care of you. And ain't nobody going to take care of you better than your own kids.
That's right.
I'm with you, Father MC.
I tell them this. Everybody at my company, we try to I try to tell them okay, so we're older, and life to me is like I analyze a lot of stuff. So, I'm a nature type of dude. I'm to myself. My squad is like zero, like it's me, and I go my dogs. I got animals and we chill. Got my girl. We build. You know what I'm saying? My thing of it is
you got your animals and you chill. You got your girl and you build. See, hey, he's a poet. Don't even know it. I mean,
no, but I
Pilar!
tell him.
I gotta give a shout out to Pilar.
I tell him.
Do you hear your man, Pilar? Do you hear your man? Do you hear your man?
I tell him.
That's him, Pilar.
I love
this guy, Pilar.
Listen, check
I
this
know
out.
you love him more, but because he's your man, nothing in the world can take the place of your guy. I was just singing your wife a song right now. Okay, go ahead.
But
go ahead, Father.
I tell them we getting older, and life is like $1, and
Wait, life is like what?
Life is like $1,
Like
$1 bill.
$1?
Yeah, we have 4 quarters in $1, right? We're on our 3rd quarter right now. In life, we're on our 3rd quarter.
How you know?
Because of, look our age wise.
Hey, yo, check this out. You might be on your 3rd quarter.
No, but what I'm saying is the 4th quarter has to count. So everything we do
I'm with you.
has to count.
Yeah.
Like, don't live to pay bills. I'm saying go enjoy, go see this world. Without this music thing, man, I have had 96 passports. This game has made me fortunate to take 15 cats. I'm a solo artist. Got 15 cats that work for me and take them around the world. All of those times to be like, and you paying for everything.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm paying that tour bus in the States, outside of the U.S. I'm paying for their per diems. You paying for everything. That gas, that hotel, their lodging, their wardrobe. And it's blessed. It's blessed me. So now I tell people, when you see something different, it's a wow, because you got to remember that difference can be you. You don't think it just can happen just because we rap or you go to school. Like my kids, I tell my kids, go. I love when my kids say they want to do something else besides this music. Because I tell them, everybody's circling to this music. I want you to go and become that dentist. Like go into the dentist field. Because you got the doors wide open.
Right.
So the door's wide open, chances are you're going to hit that jump shot. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's so much. You could be the best of what you can be at anything that you do.
That's right.
Stop being tired of being tired. Stop being pleased at everything. I can't be pleased at stuff because being pleased is just a satisfaction.
Right.
I'm not satisfied until I'm glorified, and that's by God. So at the end of the day, everything else has to make sense. You like that little thing with God, right? I like him too. That's my guy.
Hey,
that's my guy. Hey, I like that.
Hey, you know what? This is one thing that I got from my boy Reverend Run. When it comes down to God, that's my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God is my boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real. And you know, there's a lot of people that went to sleep last night, Father. They didn't wake up like me and you did today.
That's right.
But you know what? God let us wake up today. He chose us to be the ones to wake up today, to have another day of life. That's why I say he's my boy, because he keeps giving me all of these chances. He keeps giving me all of these days that a lot of other people ain't getting.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy is that, you know, he's so unreal. Like I always say God got a sense of humor. I always tell people when it's raining, oh, God crying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I go out. I'm a nature dude. Like I go under. I got a tree in my backyard. You seen it? The tree with my swing, and I just go under the tree when it rains, and I throw on my rain little suit, and I just fall asleep on my swing, just zoning. Cause
in the rain.
In the rain.
What's your rain suit on?
In my rain suit.
Flaw, is that true?
Yeah. I'm dead. I'm dead ass serious. Like.
Wow.
And I watched my pool, and I watch how the rain hit my pool, and I'm like, damn, did I think I'd have all
Let me
of this?
find out you out there trying to count raindrops.
Nah, I ain't do that. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. But have you ever really looked back and said this and like, damn, like you did it? Like you really, like what you set out to do? Like I remember you and Chuck and all of y'all, like I remember you telling me, I remember the little things, like before you even knew I rapped out of nowhere. You just came to me in that club at the bar. I was selling drugs, and you said, yo, you're going to be a star. Out of nowhere. You didn't even know me from Adam.
Right.
You didn't know me from Adam, huh? And you were so pure. And I'll never forget, God bless him, but I went to the Fat Boys, not Marky D. The beatbox.
Right.
Rob's
the human beatbox.
I went to him and I seen him at Green Acres Mall, and I was like, yo, I rap, my name is Father, who. He threw the little 1-2 on me like, yo, here's a card to Charles Stetler. That's how I remember Charles Stetler's name, because that's what he gave me. That shit stuck as an elephant. I'm like, listen, in my brain, it absorbs, man. And he told me, he's like, And
You're
I was
bringing
like,
back names from.
but I'm saying to myself, this money could have been yours, dude. Like, fuck, like, play, like, come on, let's get it. And
Right.
he was like, you know, and I get it. He was in the movie theater. He was with his girl, you know, and I
Right.
get it. Because I get it when we go out. I get it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, it is what it is. So, you know, Marky D, it's so funny how God just threw me to Prince Marky D. And God bless Mark again.
God bless him, yeah.
But when he gave me my
I
hits,
miss Marky, man.
Yeah.
I see Marky a few months before he died.
I spoke to Mark 2 weeks before, because me and Mark used
Wow.
to, we had the Uptown Unplugged thing. Me, Jimmy Jenkins, George Harrell, Jannar Parker, for Andre Harrell. We had Uptown Beyond.
Right.
So we did, in COVID, we did most of flying back and forth in COVID to Atlanta.
Wow.
Shutting it down. We getting interviews from everyone. And Uptown Beyond is a thing where we interviewed all of the celebrities.
Right.
Now the Beyond part is what Dre was doing besides music, and which was we were shooting like the all of the like Demi Moore and all of those, the actresses, the actors,
Right.
and everything.
Right.
And what it is I called my brother, because my brother, Marquand Smith, he's the executive producer for Godfather of Harlem. And I remember him coming to my house, like he come to LA, and he worked for BET, and he quit BET because I told him, I said, you got to let go of something, you got to lose to win.
Right.
And I said, stop telling everybody. I'll never forget, I yelled at him, like, stop telling everybody what you're doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But this is my little bro, and I took him out on the road with me.
Right.
I fired him at the right time, because I told him, I didn't fire him because he did something wrong. I fired him because it's time for you to go and do what you got to do. Because I told him, keep every card that you get, because this is going to be my last hurrah for a minute.
Right.
I said, learn these people. Don't enjoy the chicks. Learn these people now. He worked at BET. He's struggling. He came up with the Godfather of Harlem thing. He needed, he'd fly out every week. He'd stay on people's couches if I wasn't there. And he finally got the green light, and that was like one of the biggest shows in the world. Like, it's crazy.
Yo, that Godfather of Harlem right
It's
now.
nuts.
It's nuts.
I spoke to Marquand last night.
Forrest Whitaker is doing his thing.
Oh my God! When he got Forrest Whitaker, he got the green light, and that was it.
Forrest Whitaker is killing the game right now, man, with that.
Yeah. I think that my favorite shows is Godfather of Harlem and 50's show. Kanan, Raising Kanan.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
You gotta see it. Power, Raising Kanan. You gotta see it. You gotta see it, dude.
Yo, every time I see 50, I say power.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it. It's something else. It's crazy. I don't know which one. If I had to juggle the two, which one would be my favorite?
I'm proud of that brother, man, too, man. 50, man. You know what I'm
50
saying?
50 is from Jamaica, from Queens.
Right. He's from Queens.
Yeah,
but I'm proud of him, and the reason why I'm proud of him is because of the way that he came out of the rap game and got into the movie game. You know what I'm saying?
He's so smart.
Night. There's only two rappers right now, really, that did that. That's Ice Cube and 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know no other rappers right now that came out of the rap game and got into the movie game and did as well as both of them did.
You gotta understand, 50.
None.
50's concept, that just shook me when 50 with the vitamin water, when he said, man, I seen him in an interview when he said, I ain't never have $1 million in my life, so take it and I'm gonna invest it.
Yeah.
Turn around, that's what you call a real hustler. Turn it around. Next thing you know, he ain't even care about his records no more. I'm sitting on damn near, I'm almost richer than the people who put me on.
Right. So I remember, man, when 50 first, when 50 first started coming to the surface, the Neptunes was doing his records.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How to rob an industry.
Because listen, I was locked up on Rikers. And when we was working out in the yard, we was working out the wanks.
Wasn't we locked up at the same in Riverhead? Because I heard I was in Riverhead. I was leaving and you was coming in, and Kid and Play, not Kid, Play.
It might have been Play, because you know what?
Long Island.
Listen, I never got locked up in Riverhead. I stayed locked up in Nassau County jail.
Nassau County, yeah.
Nassau County jail.
Suffolk. I was in Suffolk. I was in Suffolk. I hate it.
stayed locked up. I stayed locked up in Nassau County Jail. Not only that, but I remember at the time when I went upstate to do some time in Onondaga County Jail up in Syracuse. I did 2.5 years up there, right? Yo, when I went upstate, the uniforms were blue. When I came back downstate,
you had to come down, right?
Came to orange. Yeah. I had to come to orange suits, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's
you
was
getting rotated to come to a medium. Was you in security like Max, or you was?
Nah, man, I wasn't no Max security. I wasn't Flavor Flav, but none of that shit.
Before that, I'm saying,
way before all of this public enemy shit.
Yeah, because you was coming downstate.
Yeah, man, I was out, man. Listen, I was doing my gang thing, selling my drugs and shit, doing burglaries and shit, stealing cars and shit.
You know, I was
breaking into cars and stealing the fucking tape decks out of there.
All I'm gonna say is my dad,
tape decks and all that shit. Man, I was a nut.
My dad came and he just said like this. He said, "Yo," he said, you did what you did. You got kicked out. He said, "I'm gonna tell you this." He said, my mom was complaining because she was paying for my, lawyers and all of that. This is before Father MC, and I'm like, I'm like a little 16-year-old hard headed, and my mom's just complained, like, it was Christmas time, and she said, this is your lawyer. Your presence is your lawyer.
Right.
And I'm just looking at this guy. I'm just like, man, my dad, she said, I ain't paying no more. So whatever the judge gonna say to you, you're gonna have to deal with it. My dad met me, go to court, and never forget. He had that cream trench coat on. And my dad was my best friend, but I was scared to death of him. And he says, listen, man, you think I'm gonna yell at you? He just said it so calm too. He said, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. He said, I got an envelope. I got you a new attorney. Whatever this lawyer tell you to do, you're gonna do it. And this is the only money I'm paying. He said, but if you do time, I ain't coming to see you. I ain't writing no letters. And when you get out, you know where I'll be at.
Right, that's real.
And he told me that shit. I was like, oh shit. I'm like this, and then it's funny now. I think about it because with the lawyer, he got this little kid. I meet the lawyer. I'm thinking dad get ready. My dad was a doctor. So my dad is like, I'm thinking dad gonna get me some high-powered Jewish cat. This kid was straight out of college. And this nigga, he was little.
At least he was straight out of college and not Compton.
Yeah, but yo, dude, I would probably at that time I would have thought Compton would have been better. Shit.
Yo, shit.
He had me scared. I'm like this. So I'm looking into the guy stuttering and shit. You have to admit you did it. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna admit I did it. So walk me through this probation shit. Let me out of here. When the judge, I admit the judge was so calm. He said, "Yeah." So you admit that you did X, Y, Z and X, Y, Z. I was like, and I'm acting too. I'm like this. Yeah. Like I'm trying to front, right?
Right.
And he's like this. After he said that, he says, "Oh, okay." And then he just started talking and it started elevating. He started, well, Mr. Brown, we can hold you as an adult, being that you did just now admit to doing everything. I'm sitting there getting ready to say, wait. And he says, but then when I heard the probation shit, he said, like, because they was trying to hold me until I was an adult. Right. One more year, like 6-7 months. And they wanted to throw in the towel. And I was just like, yeah, this shit ain't happening. That's all I'm standing there saying. I'll never forget I was standing there. I said, man, God, please change this shit up real quick, and I got you. Yeah. And he changed that shit. He said, gave me a 6-month ACD, and by the way, you're kicked out of Brooklyn. Brooklyn don't need you, and you could go somewhere else and cause the havoc. And if I see you again, I was like just saying to myself, you ain't got to worry about whatever money. I'm out of this joint. And my dad just sat there, and I looked at my dad. My dad looked at me like this. I hope you learned your lesson because it's the last time I'm paying for it. I ain't get in trouble ever since.
I never heard of somebody getting kicked out of a borough. You're the first one and the only one.
I could tell you a couple.
But I believe it.
But it was the best thing that happened to me.
Because that was the beginning of your rise.
That made me go home and start picking up that pen. Right. And instead of I started realizing
that was the beginning of your rise.
When I started realizing that you could get paid from this shit and really get paid from it, I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing else, and the drug thing is cool, but if I do that, chances you're gonna get locked up or you're gonna get killed.
Right.
You know what? Let me just
Right.
try this rap shit for a minute. And then when I entered the contest and I won, and I had to go for 13 weeks. It was 14-week contest. I had to go for 13 weeks straight. The 14th week, they bring in a celebrity to beat you because they want to give you the money and the trophy.
Right.
I had Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, Long Island. I had everybody coming up to the spot. It was the USA roller skating rink.
Well, I remember USA roller skating.
And I won it.
We used to throw gigs there.
Yeah,
man, when we was Spectrum City, man.
Spectrum City, yes.
Right,
yes.
right.
And I won it. And I won it. And you know, I had to go through battles with everybody from Brooklyn, Queens.
Matter of fact, man, USA roller skating rink. I remember, man.
The train tracks.
We threw a gig there, and we hired Jekyll and Hyde.
Andre
Harrell and his boy, yeah.
I'm telling you. It was like...
And we did another joint. There. And we had Joe Ski Love.
Joe Ski Love.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, what was this record? What was the record? Joe Ski Love.
Get busy,
y'all.
Yeah.
But you know, I called it the Wild Wild West because you can walk into USA roller skating rink.
Yeah.
But once around 10 o'clock, you missed that last train, boy. All you heard was bah, 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 boom, 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 boom. And I was like, this, oh my God. And then I'll never forget this guy, Randolph was the manager's name, right? And the 14th week, they brought people in to win, to rob me from the contest, right? So I'll never forget this guy sitting there. He said, yo, I'm going to tell you one thing, man. If Father MC don't win this contest tonight, you got Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens getting ready to tear your fucking club up. And he meant it because my dudes I had Burroughs in there.
Yeah.
And I was just dolo. I had Burroughs. I had my squad from Queens with me, but he was right, because my cats from Harlem, and I made all of them get along. And you know what I did? I did that, and I learned from what I did at the USA roller skating rink, where it would be no beefs until they let out, and then them niggas start shooting.
Right.
But when I became father, I took every project. I took cats out of each project and put them on a tour bus, and y'all got to live together. Where y'all couldn't stand each other in the streets, I put y'all and forced y'all to live together. And I'm going to take y'all around the world so y'all only have to depend on each other.
Right.
So when we came home, I'll never forget, they be dying to go home. Like, I can't wait to get out of here. Can't wait. Right?
Right.
20 minutes after they go see their girls or whatever, their family,
they dying to get the
all
fuck out
together,
of there.
and then they be like this, yo, when we going back out? When we going back out? I'm like, and you know what I used to do? I used to go see my mom's, drop her some dough, and I'd go to Beach 17th Street, and I'd get me a 40-ounce Old English, and I'd sit on the stool, and I just watch the ocean and just bug out. And everybody be coming to me like, yo, father. And I just be like, yeah, what's up? And nobody goes to nothing. I used to just go and just chill by myself and just zero circle. And my crew, to this day, I just left Vegas seeing them. We just for the fight, we was going for the fight, but they canceled the fight.
Right.
So every fight, we made an oath, like we go to every fight. And ever since then, we've been going, we'll meet up. Wherever the fight's at, we meet up, and we go, and we just as close as ever. It's crazy.
Wow,
It's
my
close.
dude.
Yeah, my crew is crazy. And they have you laughing. It's nothing but a laugh fest, too, because they crack jokes. And, I don't know, like, I always wanted to know, like, I know how my tour bus was. It was nuts. How was y'all tour bus? Like,
well, my tour bus, honestly, you know what I'm saying? It was, put it this way, it was more,
militant
for them, but not for me.
Right.
Because out of my whole group, I was the motherfucking outcast.
Yeah, well, I do that.
You know what I'm saying? So Chuck and the S1Ws, all of them lived a certain lifestyle, whatever. Me, You know me, I was the one that was in the street,
Yeah,
getting high and shit on drugs and all that shit, didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. Bringing tons of cocaine on the bus and shit, sniffing that shit in my bunk. All that shit. Oh, I was a fucking nut.
Oh, God.
I was a fucking nut, man. I used to, yeah, man. My tour bus, it was a lot different for me, but it was still like a family style type of thing because we always used to crack jokes, man. We used to always snap on each other and everything, you know what I'm saying, and the whole shit.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, one of the only things that I say that my crew held against me was because, you know, I was in the streets and selling drugs and doing drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel that it was my part being connected to their part that made up my group Public Enemy. You know
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this as a fan before I met you.
They living like Muslims and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the whole nine, bean pies and Muhammad Speaks and newspapers and all of that shit, and me coming on the bus with the big motherfucking boom box. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as a fan looking in,
motherfucking fucking 62 ounce fucking old English. They had the big 62 ounce bottles.
Yes, sir.
And shit, all that. Man, I was a fucking nut. But my crew used to, man, they used to want to fucking bash me, man. I used to get on their nerves. Bad.
But me knowing you before, like when I like back in the day, Public Enemy would have made it, but you elevated Public Enemy just as equal as Chuck. Like, it wasn't Public Enemy.
Yo, Chuck, do you hear this, man?
It wasn't.
Do you hear this,
and
Chuck?
Chuck is my guy. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, check this out. The world ain't lying, Chuck.
No.
They're not lying, Chuck.
No. Chuck was a great rapper in what he wanted to get out.
I'm just saying this.
But
I'm just saying this to Chuck for a certain reason.
I get it.
And he knows why.
No, you are just as responsible for Public Enemy as Public Enemy would have went here and they would have been okay without Flavor Flav.
Now let's get this group going, Chuck. That's all I gotta say, Chuck. You hear it from Father MC.
Well, I want 20%. Wait, hold up.
The whole world is gonna
20%.
Huh?
I want my 20%.
Yeah. You get your 20%
I see
too. But the whole world says what Father MC says.
No, I mean, honestly, I remember you had your record, dude. When you came out with your record, your solo record, I was so happy because it was dope. And I was wondering, everybody was like, yo, Flav coming solo. And I was like, you have to understand the group Public Enemy with Hank Shockley and all of them. When I was doing my album, that's all who I wanted to rock with was Hank Shockley. And I was like, they was like, but Hank Shockley ain't your flavor, Father. I said, yeah, but that nigga got the crowd going. And then when you had, yeah, boy, dude, at the end of the day, no, one long time ago, and all that shit, dude, I was in. I was there. I was there for it. And all of the million other people was there for it, too. And this ain't no kiss
doubt.
ass. Cats know me. They know how I get there. Right. At the end of the day, I just speak what it is. And what it is what it is. I'm not saying that Public Enemy wouldn't have done it, but you were that element that they needed to go from here to here.
Yeah.
And Leo Cohen knew it too.
I was that first actual street nigga on records.
Let me put you on something real quick. I'm gonna put you on game. All right. You see how like TV shows, when you have a reality show, someone gets a spinoff. Do you see your spinoff? Your spinoff you was the first cat to have a spinoff from a group to have a single. With when you went solo.
Right.
That's a spinoff to what they're doing now on television. The hottest person on that TV show gets that spinoff.
Right.
That's the Flavor Flav,
and
bro.
That came from me.
That came from Flavor Flav.
No doubt.
Every show you had the #1 most viewed. I was so proud of you when I caught that from my publicist, Angelo Ellaby. Called me, yo, your boy got just the numbers in VH1 history. I was like, what? I'm thinking to myself, he beat out all of you know, because VH1 was back in the day was like Bravo right now. Right. Back in the VH1 was the shit. And you took that and made them copy your segment.
I took it to another level.
And you're responsible for a lot of people's careers that you got to stop. You got to get your flowers too, bro.
Yeah.
Because
I'm trying to get them right now while I'm alive, man.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
if y'all bring me my flowers while I'm dead, I'll take them. But I'd rather have them while I'm alive.
That's true. That's true.
I'd rather have them while I'm alive. Thank you, Father. I appreciate it.
Nah, that's just real shit. Like, I mean, everybody, I appreciate the whole rap game. I appreciate what we've done, what we're in it for, and what we were in it for back then.
Right.
And sometimes your standards change. You know, never settle. Like when people settle for shit, like I'm gonna compromise with myself because it ain't nothing else out here, so I'm gonna settle for that.
Right.
You settling to settle because you can't put the time in. You have to change everything you're doing. Like when women say, like when they don't have anyone or something like that, they settle and they want to know why they miserable because they settle. At the end of the day, what you have to do is change what you're doing. Change your environment, change where you're at, go somewhere different, change your moves that you're making, change your surrounding, your people, because what you're going to keep getting is the same thing and you're going to just keep repeating your standard. But if you change your standards and you move over here, you're going to get something else. And it may not be that
something else different,
and you may have to change for that change.
Right.
And your change may be for the better. And it could take you out of where you're at. But a lot of people, you know, get in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, Father.
I listened to my team, my company, when we working on the album. And it's like, change is great. Change is great, but you can update. Like, in this album, I didn't try to do what these young kids is doing. I did me,
Talking about the album that you're getting ready to come with now.
Yeah. I did me, but updated everything. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, I can't beat them, so I'm gonna join them. I can't reinvent that wheel, so I gotta put that wheel on tighter.
And that's the way. And that's the way I feel about this music industry right now. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, like you said, when we came along, hey, that was our turn.
Yeah.
But now, this is their turn.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And what we gotta do is we gotta adapt to the flow, man. We gotta adapt to this change. You know, just like when we came around, hey, we changed shit. And people adapted to that change.
Hey, do you know what you've done? Do you really know what you've done? You've made networks change their whole thing because of the way you move, money. And you don't even realize you got something greater coming. That's gonna be so much more greater than you think. The love, like the Flavor Love shit was hot. That was my shit. I ain't even gonna front. I love you getting down with it. I enjoyed every minute of it. Living through you vicariously. But what you getting ready to do right now is gonna be something even bigger than you ever imagined. And watch and see what I tell you. You gonna call me and be like, yo, your father be like, man, there ain't nothing new. You already know it. It's just coming. Yo. You got so many things in the works, but it's one thing that's gonna take you out of here. It's one thing.
Your mouth.
Watch.
The God's ears, brother.
Man, the world know I ain't bullshit.
It's going down.
Hey, the world know I ain't bullshit. Why you think you get love from everyone? Niggas
that's because I gave it to them first.
Right. And let me tell you something. Niggas is quick to hate.
You're only gonna get back what you give off.
But niggas is quick to hate. You feel me? But when you say I need you, niggas is like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't like you, they you know, I wing on niggas, man. I ain't talking about that nigga. You know,
but like you said, niggas are quick to hate.
All day.
And the ones that hate are the ones that wait.
I love this guy, man. This guy
That's true.
That wait.
But if your ass motherfucking hate, then you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, but you wanna hate, then you gotta wait. I'll be back. I got a date.
Man.
Like that. Hey yo, so check this out. So I did interrupt you from delivering an answer to a question that I asked you earlier because we just went off into other things.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying? But once again, let the world know now what's going on with Father MC. What's next for you? What do we expect? You got a new album coming out. And
got a new album. It's called Black Disney.
Right.
I'm finally on Instagram.
Right.
I'm at the Real Father MC.
Right.
Twitter and all of that stuff, same thing. I got a movie that's crazy.
Right.
It's called The Jury. That's in the works. And
Right.
basically I'm into that real estate thing heavy. I'm into doing. I wanna really mentor the I don't want to mentor the ones that are crazy, but I do.
Right.
Because they say that God was crazy, so if he could be crazy, or if he was talked about, I'm in good company. Because I wanna rock and roll. I wanna help cats. I wanna help cats get where they want to go. But at the end of the day, you have to pay to play.
Right.
And that's it.
And the reason why I asked you that too is because I feel that there's something that you're doing that you haven't mentioned yet, and I think you should mention it. You do have an artist.
Oh, my baby. My baby.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, father. I got you, God.
Thank you. That's
I got
right.
you, God.
My baby, let me
got
tell
two,
you.
Not just her.
Listen,
you got two.
I got three.
Okay, well, I met two.
You met two, yeah, right. I'm producing and I'm writing for Kenny of As Yet. We going solo. I'm penning his whole album.
There it
I'm
is.
producing his whole album, and we're
And you're
shooting
about
video.
to shoot a video for him.
I'm flying out Wednesday, shooting a video.
Where at?
Vegas. You know.
Okay, that's where the video's being shot.
That's where we're
for him?
shooting at. Yeah.
And when is it gonna be?
It's gonna be Thursday.
On Thursday.
Then I have my girl. This is my baby.
What's her name?
Bree.
Because she has an amazing voice.
Yes.
And you let me hear
That's
some
my
of her
baby.
stuff.
That's my baby, man. She's so ready. And I kept her at bay because you got to realize I put on a lot of the artists that are the heavy hitters. Mary J. Blige, Jodeci.
Right.
I had my hands involved with Diddy, Dave Hollister. I mean, the list goes on and on. I could keep going. You know, when nobody gave these cats a chance, it was me. Come on, I'm going to springboard all of y'all because I had the budget, so I could do it. And now I'm springboard, and I have this one reggae guy. I've never touched reggae in my life. Reggaeton, his name, I don't know if it's reggaeton, but it's Jamaican. It's Belizean. His name is J Love.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
J Love, you know, Who Wants Some? It's his first single, but then we just shot another video. And I'm swinging this whole thing. I just gotta, and I love the talent. I love creating the talent because what they have when I meet them is something lost when I enter. We're gonna shut this down. I like you, but I'm taking you back to let's make real records. See, everybody get a little equipment in their house and they think they got a studio. I went to one guy. He told me, he begged me to come to his studio, and he had a microphone and a computer.
Right.
I was like, whoa. I said, I wish I knew you when I was working records because I used to buy Ampex reels for $300. So, you know, you got to work with what you got, and for me to deceitfully look for the change in people.
Right.
I know when stars. I know where there's a star at. I mean, Mary.
Hey, you know what I say? Stars. When people come up to me and they say, "Yo, Flav, you a star," I tell them, "Yo, stars is in the sky. I'm here on the ground with you right now." You know what I'm saying?
You know,
getting love. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know, like, there's people that make records,
right?
And there's people that make joints,
right?
I want to be the one in the crowd that make joints, cause since I put my record, I just had my 29th anniversary on my second album. Like,
congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you for you to do that in your record and still getting royalty checks. That's great. I appreciate ASCAP and BMI, but to just wake up and just like this, like, damn, oh shit, I got 100 grand. Oh, in your mail,
right?
That's crazy,
right?
That's advice to people, right? Write, pen, ink, you're publishing, crazy.
So I just want to say this, man, from the bottom of my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just first of all, just thank you, man.
Thank you
for even coming by and blessing my studio with your presence, man.
Thank you for having me on your platform.
This is huge to me right here, having you in my studio, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Good luck with your life, your
future,
too. Your goals, everything that you doing. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine, and I just hope that everything that you're doing, Father, just works out for you, man.
Yeah.
And everything, you know. Now check this out. Is there anything, lastly, that you want the world to know about Father MC Is there anything you want the world to know? Is there anything you want to promote? You want to put out there? Now is your time. Get it in, bro.
I'm at the
Get
Real
it in.
Father MC Instagram. I'm at the Real Father MC. Bree's album is coming along. Her album is dope. We have Kenny from As Yet, former singer of As Yet. We're doing his stuff. We have J Love from Belize, King of Belize. We just shot a video to his stuff, and I'm just doing what I got to do, man. I thank God and for first and foremost for just having me have the life in me to keep moving, because I don't see me doing nothing else, man. This music thing is my birth. That I seen it. I seen it when I was coming up. So it was like you know how that movie when they kids say, I see dead people. I see success. I see people's success. And what it is just the work. It's the hard work. It's the putting that baby, giving birth to that kid, and then making that kid become who that kid's gonna become. Like when your parents raise you, like you've been raised. That young man has been raised. That mother wasn't, and I want the kids to, like the people I mess with, to have that, what we had back in the day from the record companies, which taught you how to do an interview, taught you how to speak, taught you how to dress, because we want to make superstars. We don't want to make cats with just records. I want to make careers for people. I want people like Mary's been in the game 30-something years with hits. That's a career artist. You get what I'm saying? When you get those and you make those, that's the smile on your face, the success rate. They could have more than you or do anything like that, but as long as you had your hand in it, that's whatever. Look at you with the Public Enemy, the Hall of Fame. That's something huge, man. That's something huge. You got people that been in this game like over since we've been in, and they don't even have a star on it. That's big. That's big. Like when I look at my plaques.
Val, thank you.
You look at the plaques. I look at your posters coming into your studio. So impressive. It's like, it's you. That's your work, man. That's your bed of work, and your bed of work is a statement. You got companies that people don't realize, they just see in Flavor, but the most impressive thing is you got into those companies to invest in your idea or invest into you. And when they invested into you, they made a lot of dough. You made a lot of dough, but you brought that to the table because nothing could have been done without you. And when you really know that, you know who you are, and you do.
Thank you, bro.
More stuff is coming, man. I'm telling you. And I'm going to be there, too, because if not, I'm going to be right here knocking on the door.
You're going to be right there
I'm knocking on the door. And you know how I'm coming
You're going to be right there with me, bro.
I tell
Word
you.
up.
I tell you.
Before we go, is there anything that you would like the world to know about Father MC, the person? Personal? Yeah, the person. What would you want the world to know about you as a person before we go, man?
Well, let's see.
It's your time to shine, brother. Get it in.
Pilar handles my headache. She puts it in. To deal with me, I'm just a nut, man. I'm a worker dude, man. I'm a workaholic, and I appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? And as long as you got somebody on your team that could really stabilize what you're doing and maintain you as a person, everything else is everything.
One thing that I can say about Father MC, the person, my brother, you got a good heart. Always had a good heart.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And always had a good soul, man. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I can say, as much as you love me, I love you more, bro.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? For real. And it took a lot of love for me to get your ass in the studio. Pilar, thanks for bringing my boy here. Everybody, my man, the one and only one, Father MC. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Oh, yo, also, I got to give you my book.
You got to sign it too, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign that bad boy for you, man. But that's my book, Father. And everybody that comes here to do my podcast, I always give them my book, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got to say, I got one more thing to say too. Can't leave out. Your man's right here, your manager,
My
good
little
people.
brother,
Your
yes.
little brother. He
Tarek.
came to my house and he ate my fried chicken, so you know he good people, and my collard greens. And
Hey, and can I tell you something?
what?
What's crazy? He ate your fried chicken. He's a vegan.
Did he eat my fried chicken? You ate my fried chicken. You had the greens.
You guys gave me corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's
Right.
right. Corn on the cob. And yeah, okay.
Good too. Really good.
Thank you.
I'm the one that murdered your fried chicken. I should be in jail right now for murder. Because I murdered your shit. Pilar murdered your shit.
You did.
Yes, I did. But I need to be in jail right now. Murder on a chicken. That's my charge. Murder on a chicken. Yo, thank you, Father.
Thank
Word
you,
up,
bro.
man. Enjoy that book, man.
I will. You know I'm going to read it too.